My folks do weed grass on talk to this. Hope y'all smoking some nutrition. Burn something, you heard? The flow cold, I'm from the era of Averex leathers. Teriyaki shrimp on a bed of lettuce. Zaza outside the grinder, that's some shredded relish. I'm strapped, dude. My shooter play my wing like Cam Reddish. If it's beef, I let a sig hit you. A headshot, you bring a pop like pig gristle. And it's rats in your circle, that's a big issue. Y'all been fighting my style, that's a big crystal. I fake hate it, I played it. I'm smoking exotic flower, I'm hitting David when I want to hit it. The weed gave me the same, I had to retire fast. And then I bounce right back with the fire stash. Chocolate, hydro, all types of fire hash. I put a skunky in all types of designer bags. Got me reaching, ready to fire quick. I'm out in the burbs writing some heat by the fire pit. Sure you from the valley.
Yeah, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year.
The chick gave me top brains, and she on the scholarship. Nice name is oatmeal with the oyster omelet. When the D's rain, you better breeze off. Set up shop with the growers, get your seeds off, then trim the leaves off. On the wake up, get a ginger shot fruit smoothie with some sea moss. When the D's rain, you better breeze off. Set up shop with the growers, get your seeds off, then trim the leaves off. On the wake up, get a ginger shot fruit smoothie with some sea moss. Yeah, man. Fresh out the funeral.
Ladies and gentlemen, stoners and blazers, hippies that like to get trippy, welcome to the Pack Alert. It's the Pack Alert. It's the Pack Alert. It's the Pack Alert. Hashtag the Pack Alert.
Pack Alert.
It's the Pack Alert, man, where I'm giving away money lines, overs, unders, parlays, all that, man. We cover all sports up here. We cover the NBA, the WNBA, aka WNBA, Hem be wildin'. We cover the NHL, the women's NHL as well, talking that ice. As you can see, I got on some Chicago Blackhawks gear. Feel me? So shout out to all the hockey heads out there. We cover the NFL, of course. You know, it's NFL Week 18. Amazing. What else we cover up here? We cover it all. Rugby, Russian table tennis. Man, we cover everything, man. Golf, tennis.
Tibetan water polo.
You know what I mean? Water polo, all that good shit, man. And again, man, we don't just cover sports up here. We cover everything. We cover entrepreneurship. We cover business. We cover hip-hop, the culture, fashion, trending topics. And of course, we cover health, man. Health is wealth, man. Y'all know I major on health. Health is wealth, man. That's one of the hits off the Nutrition album by the Mortician. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all go download that album and shit like that, man. Health is wealth. Make sure y'all tapping in on y'all appointments. Don't miss your appointments. Stay on top of your appointments. Health is wealth. And I hope y'all started your days off with the Breakfast of Champions. And that's Quaker Oats, man. I hope y'all started your day off with some good oatmeal, man. Y'all know oatmeal been fighting off diabetes for centuries and shit like that. You know what I mean? So again, man, oatmeal is great for the heart, great for the mind, body, and spirit. So make sure y'all overdosing on oatmeal, man. The instant is cool, but it might take away from some of the health benefits, a little extra sugar. You really want to stick to that canister, the classic oats, feel me? Let it stay on the stove for an extra hour. You know what I mean? Let it break down, man. And again, man, it's the Pack Alert, episode 42. And without further ado, I want to introduce y'all to my fucking special guest, Spark Kent, man.
What's good, people? How you doing?
My guy Spark Kent, man. We up here, man. Episode 42. We about to teach y'all how to grow. Feel me? This is a growing episode, man. Growing 101. And by the way, Happy New Year's. Happy 2025.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Big blessings, man. And before we start off, man, I'm going to send a shout out to my plug. Got to send a shout out to my plug, man. And that's God, man. God did. Blessings, oxygen. Shout out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all share the stream. Hashtag the Pack Alert. Subscribe to the Pack Alert YouTube channel. Make sure y'all follow the sponsor. That's BurnSuttin.com. To be specific, BurnSuttin420 on Instagram. And follow the Pack Alert on Instagram as well, y'all. Please follow the Pack Alert on Instagram as well.
Give my man a follow.
You know what I mean? So shout out to the Pack Alert, man. And shout out to Spark Kent for pulling up. Salute, bro. Good looks for pulling up. You know the vibes, man. Bro. This is my guy. This is the guy, Spark Kent. If you don't know, you know what I mean? Super entrepreneur. Let them know, man.
Nah. You know I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, I do my hip hop thing. I do my growing thing. You know, just trying to help people, educate people. That's it, man. Spread the love, spread the message.
Before we start blessing y'all with these growing tips on how to grow your own THC, how to grow your own plants, how to set up your tents, and all the ingredients you need, the proper lights. All that good shit, man. I told you I was putting up, starting the year off the right way, and I got the top grower in Connecticut, man.
One of them.
You know what I mean? One of them, you know what I mean? Humble guy right here, man. And again, man, it's the pack alert. So we betting on all statistical categories up here, man. You know the vibes, man. And again, I want to be clear. I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm just showing love to my boy E because he an Eagles fan and shit like that. And the Eagles is looking great with Saquon. So shout out to them. But again, man, on the pack alert, we bet on everything, man. We bet on rushing yards. No, I ain't fumbling. You know what I mean? We betting on receiving yards, receptions, passing yards, all that good shit, man. NBA, we betting on threes, most points, most assists. I know Price Picks let you bet on like dunks, layups, blocks, steals. That's crazy. Sparks, crazy. FanDuel, y'all got to step y'all shit up, man. Price Pick winning, giving away easy bread, easy bags. Get to the bag, y'all. First and foremost, it's 2025. Get to the bag, stick to the bag. You heard? And watching you around. There's a lot of rats out here. But again, you know what I mean? I want to send a shout out to all the sports betting apps out there. That's FanDuel, Fanatics, Price Picks, BetMGM. What I'm missing? DraftKings.
I just got on Fanatics.
You still on Fanatics?
They got crazy promos, bro.
So shout out to Fanatics. I got to tap in on Fanatics. I be sleeping on Fanatics. I really be rocking with FanDuel because that's the shit I've won on the most. Like, you know what I mean? So
feel you. Bought my little brother a fucking Tottenham coach's jacket, and they gave me $100 just to bet.
Look, shout out to Fanatics, man.
Can't beat that.
Shout out to Fanatics, man. Real shit, man. We got to tap in with Fanatics too. So immediately, right after the show. And by the way, this is the pack alert where I do live bets and I hit y'all with lots on the side. You know, I'm all about money, power, respect shit. So I always start the show off with my favorite segment of the show, and that's the lot segment because it's all through the show, live bets. You know what I mean? So me and Spark Kent, we got to hit y'all with some live bets. We got to hit y'all with some growing tips. And, you know, all that good shit, man. So again, man, thank you for tuning in. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to all my followers. I'm sending more blessings and oxygen your way. Let's start the year off the correct way and stay healthy. You know what I mean? Let's live 100 more years. You heard?
Sir.
And shit like that, man. And, you know, other than the sports betting apps, I have to show love to the corner store bodegas that's still letting us pull up and put those plays in. You know what I mean? So shout out to the corner store bodegas. If y'all in there right now watching a pack alert, man, listen, man, hit the sanitizer. Make sure you hit the sanitizer and shit like that. Get your hands right. Feel me? While you in line waiting to put your plays in, I know you aggravated right now. You standing by the ATM machine. It's one loaf of bread, 6 cats on one loaf of bread, and it's 2 more chihuahuas on the ice cream sandwich freezer and shit like that. So it's spooky in a bodega. But shout out to the bodegas, man, because they've been getting us right before the sports betting apps came out and shit like that, man.
Facts. Show love to your bookie.
You know what I mean? So again, man, shout out to y'all, man. It's the pack alert. You know what I mean? And again, man, I'm up here with Spark Kent, one of the top growers in Connecticut, one of the top flowers in Connecticut. You know what I mean? So, man, listen, man, he got a crazy crate of hip hop, man. You know what I mean? Like,
big resume.
Come on,
big
man.
resume.
My boy tough, man. Legendary.
Longer than your grandma's titties. You know what I'm talking about?
Great goat shit, you heard? And again, man, I want to start off with some locks. Spark, you got some locks already locked in right now? I'm about to get into some locks real fast.
Let me take a look, bro. I've been on my crypto wave lately, but
you know what I mean?
Let me take a look at some.
Talk that crypto shit. See what I'm saying? We're going to talk some crypto shit for y'all too. You know what I mean? Because I'm still learning the crypto and Bitcoin shit. So shout out to my boy F1 and shout out to Drake. You know what I mean? They've been... Yo, man, shout out to all the subscribers out there. Let's get to the bag, people. We about to hit y'all with some locks. Make sure y'all put your locks in the comments. You know the vibes. Happy New Year's again. Come on, man. It's 2025, y'all. What we talking about? You know what I mean? And again, I can't lie, man. I'm not biased up here. We want to start the show off right away. And listen, man. Yo, I had Genty winning the Heisman. You know what I mean? I had Genty getting to the fucking finals. Yo, Troy, salute. Father Troy, salute. Blessings.
Oh my God.
Salute, bro.
How you doing?
I'm lining up this Ashton Genty pack. This some Bentley. Feel me? This some Bentley. Yo,
We were just bumping that shit. Sorry if you're tired. Go check that out.
Check that out.
Father Troy, Spark Kent.
Shout out to Father Troy, man. That's my guy right there. Real shit. We got to get you up on the pack alert too, Troy. Real shit. Your Vikings is looking great. I hate y'all. NFC North. You know what I mean? NFC North shit. You know what I mean? NFC North shit, man. Peace to the pack. Salute. We on TV. Salute, my guy.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact, man. We out here, man. It's a pack alert. Episode 42. We about to talk that hydro shit. Yo, Shark, salute. We talking that hydro shit in a minute, bro. Let me hit y'all with some picks, man. But by the way, Spark, man, I want to definitely give you your flowers. I mean, I don't got to give you too much flour. You got the flower.
Yeah.
You grow the flower. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But I
sir.
definitely
Yes,
want
sir.
to pay homage to you, bro. I'm definitely a fan and a supporter. That's a
Appreciate
fact. First and foremost,
Appreciate
you know what I mean? That's a fact, bro. Like, you really on your hip hop shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Try, man.
it's easy to you too. So I respect shit like that when you can just go to the booth, cook some shit up in this authentic hip hop. No disrespect to all these other new styles of rap and hip hop shit like that. But my boy from the essence,
That
he
old
from
school.
that cloth, the cloth that matters.
Yes, sir.
Feel me? So shout out to you, bro. And if the to the new viewers and subscribers that don't know who you are, but let them know your last project you just dropped.
Shit, my last project is called Trichome Therapy. It's a collection of tracks. Just you know, I don't know. I'm a big like therapy writer. You know, I write about my life and what's going on, and then other things too, like shit you could relate to, shit you could learn from. I'm fucking. I learned a lot from people like Guru, DJ Premier, Gangstar,
Fire,
Big
L,
Fire. You know, Eminem. I try not to put out a track unless you could laugh at it, learn from it, or fucking burn to it. You know what I mean? So that's it.
Straight like that, man. You know. And we in the smoke world. We two smoke gods, by the way. Spark Kent, the mortician.
Yes, sir.
We are two smoke gods. We cook up hip hop. We cook up smoker tunes, smoker tracks for the hippies and blazers.
Yeah, Two Pumps and Pass, bro. We got him on the last album.
Real
Two
shit,
Pumps and
man.
Pass featuring Dante. Go check that out.
Yo, shout out to Delonte, man. That's my guy. Big blessings. You know the vibes, King. Keep cooking. You know what I mean? We got to do the visuals for that. So we got to drop the video for.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Dante's a goat, bro. Dante's a goat. He's been doing this thing for a minute.
We definitely got to do that, man. So again, man, that's a Trichome Therapy album by Spark Kent. Make sure I go download that and stream it on all platforms.
Shout out Redman on the hook. Sampled him for the hook.
Come on, man.
That's one of my favorite lines
Come
right
on,
there.
man. Reggie Nova, one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Yep.
Muddy Waters 2 just dropped.
So if I'm hard to find, take 2 puffs and pass. I stayed back, but my band
moved up a class. Yo, I almost threw up when I heard the beat when you said it to me. Yo, fire. Fire, man. I'm about to hit y'all with some, you know, you got Cleveland, the Cleveland Browns playing the Ravens today at 4:30. I'm about to hit y'all with some of my lots for that game right now. It's the Pack Alert, hashtag the Pack Alert.
I got one bet I like today so far.
Hit them with your lot, Spark. Hit them with your lot, man.
I'm taking the Washington Commanders spread, bro. Take the points with the Washington Commanders. Cowboys don't got this. Commanders been shutting shit down all year. What's the spread? I think it's like 2.
That's a
points.
fact, bro. That's a fact. Shout out to
5, bro. 5 points. You don't think Commanders are gonna beat the Cowboys by a touchdown? I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Damn, that's
my opinion.
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
That sounds like a fast break layup to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. It definitely sounds like a fast break layup to me. Right away, man. I'm taking Derrick Henry for 70+ rushing. I'm taking Derrick Henry for 70+ rushing. I'm definitely taking him for an anytime touchdown as well. Pay attention, lock that in. Derrick Henry for the anytime TD. I'm gonna take Mark Andrews for an anytime TD too, man. He's been a little quiet of late, I believe. You know what I mean? And it's getting close to the playoff time. Playoff energies is definitely in the air right now. So I'm giving Mark Andrews a anytime TD, man. Shout out to the tight ends in the league, man. You know what I mean? So as far as the Ravens Browns game, I took the Ravens money line. I took Henry 70+ rushing. I took Derrick Henry for anytime touchdown. I took Mark Andrews for anytime touchdown. And let me give y'all some Mark Jackson lots as well too, man. Hold up, you know we got to throw LJ on the ticket too. I want to say anytime touchdown, but he ain't been scrambling too much since he got Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? He ain't been running in touchdowns as much. So I'm gonna give him. I definitely want to give him like 225 passing yards. You know what I mean? I'm gonna lock that in right now.
George Pickens.
Oh, the Steelers game?
Yeah, George Pickens. That might be a lock for a touchdown right there. He playing the Bengals, bro.
And he been out too.
Their D ain't locking down Pickens like that. That man's a menace.
I'm gonna give Jerry Jeudy 50+ receiving yards. Jerry Jeudy for 50+ receiving yards. He has been over the stove. He's over the stove, man. He's been cooking of late. You know what I mean? And let me give you some Mark Jackson passing stats real fast. I'm gonna go for the 225+. So as far as my again, Cleveland Browns, Ravens, Baltimore Ravens money line, Henry 70+ rushing, Henry anytime touchdown, Mark Andrews anytime touchdown, Jerry Jeudy for 50+ receiving yards, and Lamar Jackson for 225+ passing. You know what I mean? And the other game for today, man, this is Saturday doubleheader in the NFL. Shout out to the NFL for giving us doubleheaders on Saturdays. That's amazing, bro. Look where the NFL is at right now. Games on Netflix.
That's crazy, right? Isn't that shit crazy?
That's some wild shit. Shout out to Netflix.
I got WWE up there now.
WWE, NFL, boxing matches.
Crazy.
What's going on with Netflix got the bag, y'all.
They realize nobody watching TV no more.
Netflix got the bag, yo. That's a fact. Netflix definitely got the bags because they going sick. Troy, salute. Troy said, yo, let me shoot the vid. The vid with me and you and Delonte fight. That'd be a
Dante. He gonna watch us and be like, yo, my name is Delonte.
Yo, I'm thinking of Delonte West, man. Shout out to Delonte West.
Oh, good.
My boy's struggling out there, man.
That was dude that was fucking with LeBron mom, right?
Yeah. He definitely was
Crazy.
eating
Something.
he definitely was eating fish and grits from LeBron mom. You know what I mean? So shout out to Delonte West. I don't know if them grits was too healthy because he ain't looking too healthy right now. So
oh man, prayers to him, bro.
yeah, man. Much blessings to Delonte West, man. But Dante, salute. We definitely got to shoot that vid, man, for the hippies and blazers out there.
That would be crazy.
You know what I mean?
Against Baltimore in Baltimore.
That's tough.
Baltimore is tough, and at home, you might have
the Ravens is tough. Facts. Yeah, I took Judy for 50, bro. I took Judy for 50, man. I took Judy for 50. Now let me get to this Bengals Steelers game. Let me get to this Bengals Steelers. Yo, peace, Queen. Salute. Good luck for tuning in. You know the vibes. Happy New Year's to you, Queen. That's Quanda, man. She a Packers fan, by the way, Spark. She's a Packers fan.
Been on a roll this year, bro.
She's a Packers fan.
Hell yeah. I made some money on the Packers this year. No
word?
Yeah. I had a 5-leg parlay. I needed Packers to win for the 5th, and they held it down.
See, that's how it be, man. When they ain't no kryptonite around Spark Cat,
1.2. That's crazy. I was sweating.
That's tough.
Yep.
That's tough. Steelers, Bengals. I'm gonna take Jamar Chase by anytime touchdown. And I'm pissed my Bears gave away Khalil Herbert. That's crazy. But shout out to Jamar Chase. I got him for anytime touchdown. I got Joe Burrow with 250 plus passing yards. It's the Steelers. The Steelers defense is kind of sturdy, so I don't want to give him 300. I want to give him 300, but
how you feel about Jamar Gibbs?
Sonic, he's tough.
It's tough.
Shout out to the Lions. He's tough.
What the other running back? He got injured, right? He's out now.
That's Demo. That's Knuckles. Montgomery, he's out. So Gibbs got to turn it up to the next level.
That's it.
And shout out to Gibbs for staying ready and always being ready, man. I believe Gibbs went to Alabama.
That's
too.
tough, though. They're playing the Vikings. That's a tough match. That's going to be a crazy game. Lions, Vikings, bro?
Game. Facts.
You shit me?
That is going to be a crazy game.
I have to watch that. Fuck.
So for my Bengals and Steelers lots, let me tell you my Bengals Steelers lots. I took Jamar Chase for anytime touchdown. I took Joe Burrow for 250 plus passing. I took Joe Burrow for 2+ passing touchdowns and T. Higgins for 40 plus receiving yards. Higgins definitely been on the stove of late too. He been cooking, you know what I mean? So again, these is my NFL Week 18 Saturday doubleheader picks. To you heard? So lock those in immediately, y'all. I'm about to lock that in myself. Let me see if there's any bonuses and shit like that. And again, man, it's 2025, man.
Crazy.
I hope y'all got some nutrition in the air. You know what I mean? Because I definitely got some nutrition in the air. And shout out to Spark. You know what I mean? Spark put up with some flour,
yes,
some
sir.
Nutrition.
Yes, sir. That fantasy.
You know what I mean?
Gary.
Some nutrition.
That's right.
You know what I mean? This that Grandpa Gary right here. Fire. And then some Spark Secret Stash. Just that Clementine. Some CRBX. Tough.
Yeah.
Nutrition.
Do my own designs too, people.
You know what I mean? We're going to get into that. We're going to talk growing one-on-one in a second. You know what I mean? And again, man, shout out to Spark Camp for pulling up, man.
Appreciate you.
Again, man, this is some Ashton Genty in the air, some Bentley. They got packed up by Penn State, and you know I'm not biased up here. This is that Boise State pack, and it's definitely hitting. I hope y'all throw all that grab out your car. By the way, this is a vegan, all flour, 2 sheets. Pack your spliff with a little raw filter tip at the end, you know what I mean? But please, y'all, pack your spliff. We don't smoke mosquito legs at all. And when you pull up to the pack alert, don't pull up smoking no mosquito legs.
No fingers or no grabber. Leave that shit in 2024.
Yeah, man. Leave that shit in 2024, man. The grabber, the backwoods. And you know, backwoods, you got to spray them shit with extra water, wipe them with a TV cloth.
Save the pinners for at home when you're by yourself.
Yeah,
don't
man.
come to the session with no pinners, bro.
Yeah, that's spooky. That's violation, bro.
Gorilla fingers or nothing.
You know what I mean? That's it, man. We smoking rockets up here on the pack alert. Pack your split, people. Pack them fucking bogeys up. Pack your grabber up. Let's live another 100 years. You heard? And I'm going to just lock that in right away. Lock that in right quick,
Shit,
man.
you can send that to me. I might tell you.
Word. Let me send that to you, bro. It's the pack alert. You know, we don't want to assist up here. Alley oops, no looks, all that good shit, man. Let me send them plays to Spark here real quick, man. Amazing, man. Amazing. This is some fire, by the way, Spark. This is some fire. I started my day off with the CRBX. Feel me? That Boise State pack. This was grown by Spark Kent.
That fantasy, yeah.
This was grown by Spark Kent, man.
Yes, sir. Hydroponic. That's shout out Ethos. That's the breeder on the seeds right there.
Ethos. Shout out to Ethos, man.
Yeah.
That's the breeder on the seeds, man. And we, you know what, man? Let's jump right into that. Since I already hit him with some locks, and we're gonna hit him with some more locks throughout the show. That's the lock segment. You know what I mean? Because I'm always talking that money, power, respect shit.
You gotta compound them gains, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
it.
we're gonna get y'all right, man. You know what I mean? So, bro, by the way, man, just as far as being a, when did you start growing, bro? Like
A little over 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Mastered it.
Try it, bro. I just put my all into it. I bought everybody should, honestly. But you go to Barnes & Noble, you get it online too. But it's called the Grower's Bible. I think that's the name of it. It's like
The Grower's Bible.
yeah, it's
What?
It's a thick joint. They got like 3-4 different renditions of it now. They update it, you know, as time goes on. But yeah, everything from soil to cocoa, the hydroponic, it'll get you right. It'll teach you everything you need to know. A lot of the stuff I'll probably cover today, but yeah, bro.
The
Grower's
Grower's Bible.
That
Oh my
shit is
goodness.
clutch.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, room salute, blessings, and oxygen. You know the vibes. My boy said he like Mike Evans for 90 yards. That's Mike Evans' word. Without the anytime touchdown, you gotta give that. If you talking about Mike Evans, you gotta give him a touchdown, bro. He been bugging. He definitely been bugging. Him and Baker been over the stove, bro. Him and Baker definitely been over the stove. Yo, Brill, salute, blessings, oxygen. Shout out to my guy Brill, man. His brother got a fight coming up in February. Oh, by the way, yeah, CES Boxing. Shout out to CES Boxing.
Where'd he fight?
Fox was bro in the casino.
No shit.
Yeah, I went to the last fight, bro. He caught a first round TKO knockout.
Damn.
Young boy,
Let me get tickets.
Young
Send
Chisholm,
me
man.
tickets, bro. I'll come support.
Young Chisholm, man. Yeah, I'm definitely tapped in with him. So
Oh yeah.
you need tickets, bro. We out there together, bro. Amazing, bro. That was my first,
bro.
that was my first boxing event ever.
Shit.
I was fucked up. The best seats. So shout out to the whole Chisholm family
Hell yeah.
for blessing me with the fire seats and shit like that, man. I'm definitely out there in February, man. Young boy, tough. He like 18.
Damn.
Young pro, he like
Shut them down.
4-0 now. Young Chisholm, man.
Okay.
Shout out to the Young Chisholm, the Phenom. That's my guy right there. Young boy on the rise. Make sure y'all all pull up. And you know the Pack Road is based in Connecticut. So shout out to all my 203 and 860 heads. You know the vibes. Big Connecticut shit, man. And if we're not supporting each other, man, then you should be still in 2024, man. I gotta pack y'all the fuck up. If we're not supporting each other, man, what is we doing? Come on, y'all. 2025. Let's get to the
The
bag.
state's too small to not support each other.
Feel me, Spark?
That's it.
Come on, y'all.
That's it.
Come on, y'all. Stop acting blind to each other movements, man, and support each other, man.
Right.
The selective support ain't it, man. Y'all bugging the fuck out. And I gotta pack y'all up if y'all still on that wave, man.
Connecticut got crazy talent. Bro.
Come on, man.
Off the board, like.
Across the board, man. Real
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Shout out my guy Troy, holding it down for the photos and videos too.
That's a fact.
You need a good portrait, little family portrait. You need your event photographed, anything like that. Go see my boy Troy.
Tap in with Troy immediately,
Troy
man.
Gaston. That's
Troy
it.
Gaston, man. The vivid flicks, the movies, the videos, the photos, for all types of gatherings, man. Tap in with my boy, man. That's Troy Gaston on Facebook, aka Father Troy, when he plays on the stage.
That's it.
You heard? And talk about those matchups for NFL Sunday. We about to hit y'all with those too. You know the vibes. There's some crazy matchups going on. So shout out to Quanda, man, the Packer fan. Salute.
I'm a Giants fan, so I can't talk my shit.
I don't know how y'all.
How we fumble Saquon? I don't even want to talk about it, bro. I got PTSD.
Yeah, you know what I always say, man. Somebody took a bag.
That's it.
Somebody took a bag in the Giants organization. No way you let
Oh.
Saquon go. No.
That's it.
You know what I always say.
I hope we get Sanders. That's all I gotta say.
Drug test him. Yeah, if y'all get Shador, y'all
That's it.
moving the right way.
Hopefully, bro. We
Yeah.
need an O line though. You know, that's an important piece of the puzzle. Like you gotta update that O line.
Yeah, y'all definitely got to upgrade the whole line, bro. That's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. And again, man, this is some fire right here, fam. This is pain. This is some pain, man.
Appreciate
And you know what I mean? Like you said, Spark Camp just been growing for 2 years. And
I just put my all into it, bro. That's it. You know, like I was big time smoker myself. And I just started putting in the research, figuring out like what's the quickest, best way for me to get the best quality flower I possibly can.
Right.
And for me, that was hydroponics, you know?
Hydroponics, man.
Yes, sir.
Hydroponics. And with hydroponics, is that the seed or is that the lights? Is that the
No, so hydroponics is literally just means you're growing with water. So no dirt, no soil, no cocoa. I mean, you can do cocoa. That's kind of like the middle ground between soil and hydroponics. But yeah, specifically, there's a lot of different types of hydroponic methods, if you will. A lot of people do like flood and drain. A lot of people do, drip feed, like from a reservoir. Personally, what I specialize in and what I tell people to check out is what's called DWC, or deep water culture. Deep water culture.
Deep water culture.
Yes. I brought a bucket with me to kind of like show and explain how that works.
Word.
So yeah, bro, it's fucking take this shit out of here real quick.
Sheesh. The bucket. You heard?
So literally, like, there's kits online. You could just as easily go to Home Depot, buy you a 5-gallon bucket, right?
Pay attention.
It's as simple as that. Buy a 5-gallon bucket. Get you a lid pot. This is a lid pot, right? This is a 6-inch lid pot. So essentially,
6-inch lid pot.
That's gonna sit on top of the bucket, right? Looks like that. That's the top view, bottom view. I personally do recirculating deep water culture, which is where you take like 6 of these and you connect them all together with a water pump, and it allows you to kind of have a little bit more automation in the sense of like you're not having to individually change each single bucket out every time.
Right.
But yeah, so basically deep water culture, the basics of it is that if you were just doing a single bucket, like let's just say you're a beginner and you want to just learn from the very, very beginning, get you one bucket, one lid pot. There's 2 different types of water, if you want to consider it. Like think of it like that.
Like organic and tap water, or
so in a sense, yeah. So you have organic nutrients, right, which is what I like to do, or you have sterile nutrients, which is like general hydroponics.
Pay attention.
A lot of like the big time, a lot of the big time growing facilities, like on the medical side, like usually the state side, you'll see run sterile nutrients. Now that's important because on a bigger scale, sterile is way easier because you're not worrying so much about the fluctuations. With organic, right? There's a lot more what they call like pH swing. So like it's a lot more adjusting, a lot more paying attention. You gotta be on top of it a little bit more. Versus sterile, you can kind of just leave it, forget it, etc. I don't like sterile personally because you get a lot of what I call cookie cutter nugs. So have you ever been at the dispensary and you notice how a lot of the nugs look the same, smell the same, or not even smell that crazy at all? That's because they're not running organics. Okay. But now we covered organic and sterile. Back to the bucket. So you got a 5-gallon, you got a nip pot. You wanna want to mix up your organic nutrients, right?
Pay attention, yo. We talking growing 101, hydroponics, hydro shit.
And with organic nutrients, the method and the order in which you mix the nutrients is also very important, right? So your base, I would say you get a little bit of CalMag, right? You want to start with some calcium, magnesium. There's a whole bunch of different brands I could probably shout out right now, but you'll figure it out. It's very easy. You get a little bit of that, okay? You always want to mix like a milliliter, a certain amount of milliliters per gallon.
Right.
That's very important. Get you a shot glass that tells you, 5, 10, 15, 20, kind of like a Pyrex, but like way smaller. And that's going to help you dial in to the proper dosage, if you will, right? So like
Pyrex shit, chill, y'all, chill.
Yeah. So for like a 5-gallon bucket, you're probably looking at like 4 to 5 milliliters of CalMag. You want to mix that first. And if you don't mix that first, the rest of your you know, your solution is not going to bind right. It's not going to combine the correct nutrients properly. Okay. So always start with CalMag. Put that in.
CalMag.
Yeah. I mix mine in a whole separate bucket. Honestly, it's like a 30-gallon bin because my system is so big. But I start with that first. After the CalMag, you can add whatever nutrients it is that you're buying. I'll give people a little secret, a little sauce. I personally like to use Aurora Innovations and their Soul lineup. So they have, it's about a 4 to 5 part solution. So 4 to 5 different bottles, and you mix each one in individually to the entire solution. So start with the CalMag, then you go each bottle at a time, depending upon how much water you've got. Right? After all that's mixed in, one of the biggest things that I recommend people check out is some beneficial bacteria.
Damn. Beneficial bacteria.
Yeah, I use photosynthesis plus, right? And essentially, like, that bacteria is good bacteria. Not all bacteria is bad. That's a common misconception. You know, so many people eat oatmeal.
Right.
Or not oatmeal, yogurt. It's good bacteria for you.
That's that good bacteria. That's a fact.
Right.
Healthy.
So plants are the same way, roots are the same way. Once you get everything mixed up, then you're going to worry about pH. Okay. pH is potential hydrogen. Right. I go to school for this shit. I taught myself all this.
On the fly, spark kids.
So
on the fly, feel me?
I want everybody to think very carefully and just understand what I'm about to say next.
Pay attention.
Everything, no matter if it's weed, lettuce, but it don't matter. Anything, you know, living, grows and operates at a correct pH. Okay. You know, and potential hydrogen really just tells you how acidic or basic something is. So that goes for milk to lemons to even your girl. Everything got a proper pH.
Nutrition.
That's it. And if the pH is off, it's not going to grow correctly.
Spooky.
Right. So back to the organic sterile. Okay. With organic, you have pH swings where you can set it, and then by the time you come back 24 hours later, your pH is off and you need to adjust it. With sterile, you don't really have to adjust too much. It kind of stays at a baseline. So sterile is easier, definitely, for the beginners, but organic is always going to give you, in my opinion, more flavor, more taste, you know, bring it out better. So basically, you're going to use pH up or pH down is what I like to use. It's the quickest, easiest way of adjusting that pH. So once you have mixed your entire bucket of all your nutrients, your beneficial bacteria, you're going to set the pH. Now, cannabis specifically, when it's in the vegetative state, before it has the flowers on it, veg is what we call it, rise hydroponically at 5.7 to about 5.8. That's your sweet spot for hydroponic cannabis in veg. So you need to adjust that mixture to 5.7, 5.8 before you then put it into a bucket like this or your system, whatever it is, right? In flower, you want your pH to be about 6.0, a little bit higher, right?
Right.
But that's, you know, you get to flower about, 3 to 6 months. It depends. The big reason I like hydroponics and why I did hydroponics in the first place instead of soil is it's quicker, way quicker, like typically about a month to 2 months shorter time to flower. So that's a big, big benefit to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's major.
You don't got to worry about most of the time, unless, you live in a crazy dirty spot, but you don't got to worry about bugs, anything like that, like you do with soil. A lot of people don't even realize sometimes you go to the store, buy like a cheap bag of soil, and it's got bug eggs in it.
Damn.
And then by the time that you put heat on the soil, those eggs are going to hatch. You're going to have bugs in your house. You don't want that.
That's different.
You don't want that.
That's different.
So yeah, quicker flowering times, quicker growing times, less bugs. That's it. Like that was the main reasons for why I got into hydroponics personally. that, and I did my research and seen what other people were doing. You know, always go out and do your own research. See what works for you and what doesn't. You know,
Thanks. Split, salute, blessings.
Somebody that's brand new to growing, never grown anything before. I never did prior, but you know, soil might be easier for you because you can kind of just set it, forget it, and watch it grow.
Right.
I like to keep a little bit of a closer eye on my shit. I like to be able to, you know, quickly adjust things manually. You know, I always tell people like growing hydroponically, especially in a recirculating setup, it's kind of like, unless everything is automated, which that costs a crazy amount of bread where you're not adjusting pH, like a computer is doing it for you. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it manually, it's a lot like driving an old Ferrari, right? It's going to give you the best experience of your life, but you still got to manually shift that shit, right? So once you got your nutrients all mixed up, your nutrients are pH to 5.7, 5.8, okay? You're going to put it in this bucket.
And again, this is not a regular bucket, people.
Oh, the bucket itself is pretty regular. It's just a 5 gallon, you know?
But
you need a lid pot. So I probably should have started from the seed phase, but I use what's called rapid rooters. So it's like a peat moss cube, right? And then you can buy them in like packs of 20, packs of 50, whatever you want. But you plant your seed in that. Personally, I like to soak my seeds for about 24 hours in a shot glass of water.
oh shit.
Yeah, and that's going to help the seed, the outer layer of the seed, kind of like dissolve a little bit, almost let the seed know like, hey, it's time to wake up. It's time to go to work, right? And you're going to see after about 24 hours, the seed crack a little bit and a tiny little tap root starting to come out. Once you see that tiny little tap root starting to come out, you can open up. I cut a rapid rooter in half personally, pop it right in the middle with the tap root facing down. Shout out Beastie Boys.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's from the claw.
Yeah.
Real hip hop shit.
Yeah.
We gotta get into that though.
Kick it root down, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, make sure it's facing down because that's where your roots are gonna come out. So the roots are gonna start to come out of that little rapid rooter plug. Once they're coming out of the plug and you literally see the roots dangling out of the plug, then at which point you could put it in here. Now,
so you will put the root into the
whole plug with the roots dangling out of it. Yeah. And you're gonna need, the only other thing you probably need, air pump, which I don't have the pump with me, but I did bring the stone with me. So
pay attention. That's
an air stone right there. That just connects with a simple air line to a pump. You don't need a crazy pump, but that's going to provide DO, which is called dissolved oxygen.
Oxygen.
It's all roots that are growing in water need oxygen.
Facts.
If you don't have the oxygen, the roots will not grow. This is super key. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could leave a cutting in water and like, it's just going to take a crazy amount of time for it to start.
Run that back by them again so they know.
Yeah. So you need water. You need water and dissolved oxygen in the water. And in order to do that, we use an air pump and an air stone, right? And that's going to sit at the bottom of this bucket. Like, you know, it literally will just sit on the bottom, and the air pump is going to cause bubbles like a hot tub to just bubble up.
That's dope.
And those bubbles are going to go to the bottom of this pot. So think of I got the invisible bucket here. Picture that's on the bottom. This is running to a pump, and the bubbles are going to go up to the bottom of the roots.
Right.
Once the bubbles go to the bottom of the roots, now they can properly feed off of your solution, right?
That's different.
Yep.
Growing 101.
You need, I would recommend getting some clay pebbles. They look like little clay balls, okay? And those clay balls are going to sit on the bottom of this. I put a little bit of layer, little bit of, you know, just a half-inch layer of clay balls like up to there. And then I fill the rest of it with that peat cube.
Now, if you don't got clay pebbles, would you be able to use like just some random rocks from outside the crib?
You could, hypothetically, you could use some random rocks, but the clay pebbles are nice because they're round.
Okay.
So like, you don't want anything cutting your roots. You know,
so if
you were to just use
for it to brush against,
right, it'll literally grow through the pebbles.
Oh, I got you. That's
so
fire.
Yeah, so after about like I would say 2 weeks or so, if you're doing everything right, you should see the roots from that peat cube growing outside of this, and they'll be coming through these holes.
That's beautiful.
That's a beautiful
thing.
It'll go through the clay balls. It'll go through the holes, and then you'll have roots dangling off of this. And your plant at that point will probably be about this tall. I'd say about that tall. So at that point, now your fucking plant is ready to fully veg, right? You're out of the seedling phase.
Amazing.
And you're back into fully veg. And from there, as long as your pH is right and you're feeding it the correct amount of nutrients, the roots are going to dangle into the water in the bucket, right? Like that's a side by side, so you can see about where it'll be. And yeah, I mean, it's simple as that. Once the roots are in the water solution fully, they're going to start uptaking all of those nutrients, uptaking the beneficial bacteria, and it's going to grow like you've never seen a plant grow before. Like that's the magic of hydroponics, is the speed at which this shit grows. It's almost going to be too much. You're going to have to literally start defoliating the plant and like fucking. I'm telling you,
that's some dope shit.
It's crazy. Check out my Instagram page, CT Hydroponics, if you want to see the setup that I built. The whole thing is custom built. It's not something you can just buy online. There are similar things. I use these buckets from Canada called Hydro Bucket, which unlike this, where if you wanted to tend to the roots or tend to the plant, you'd have to pull the entire thing up with the plant out of your system, out of your tent. Hydro Bucket's got a lid, like a mailbox lid on it, where you can lift the lid up and remove the lid and be able to access your roots right there, access the water right there. So I took about six to 8 of those buckets and combined them all. Put a hole pretty much on the bottom of it, much like you see right there, backwards, much like you see right there. And then all those buckets are connected with a water pump that recirculates the water. So like a big ass pool.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the fucking.
That's the blueprint.
That's the blueprint for the most part. The biggest advice I can give you too, when you're selecting a nutrient line, you know, you can go with who I recommended or go with somebody else. But when it comes to most nutrient lines, you got to remember that these companies want to make the most money possible. So they're going to tell you off on the label even to use as much nutrients as possible. I'm here to tell you, as somebody that's done the trial and error, done the fucking research.
Pay attention.
Most of the time, like even for the brand that I use, Aurora Soul, I'm literally mixing 50% of what they recommend. So if they're telling you 5 milliliters per gallon of water, I'm using 2.5 milliliters per water.
Fire.
You know, hydroponics is a little bit more of a science than just doing soil, in my opinion. But again, you get quicker growth, you get explosive plants, you get beautiful plants, and that's it, man. Once your plants are big enough and ready to flower, you'll start to see on the plants themselves, like them shooting out little pistils. That's when you want to flip the flower, cut your lights from 18 hours on to 12 hours on, and then run a flower cycle and just up your pH to 6.0. Adjust your nutrients as needed. And yeah.
And these are some examples from the Spark Kent Grow Lab.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what's this right here? How you set that up right there, Spark?
So that's the Grandpa Gary. This one's a little bit different only because this was a collab strain between Compound Genetics, Cookies, and a third company. It might have been Ethos. I'm not sure. I got to triple check. It's been a little while, but yeah, this was a collab strain, almost like a tester. So I got these seeds basically as a freebie for buying other seeds. And they do that a lot for people, especially breeders, to see what kind of new genetics can we get out of the market, you know, versus like the fantasy here, which was like, you know, a long time bred strain from Ethos. Crazy Clementine vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can.
And that's in the air. I wrote up a rocket of that already.
I don't know if the camera gonna focus on that or not, but yeah, man, she's gorgeous.
I wish I could see that in the flesh, like the crystals.
Smells like straight up oranges. Really nice sativa hybrid. You know, I like to smoke it in the morning, and then it gives me a lot of like energy, uplifting feeling. And then I save the Grandpa Gary for at night.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, nutrition.
You know, pay attention to your nutrients. Pay attention to your genetics. A lot of people cheap out on seeds because they're like, I just want to do this the cheapest way possible and yada yada.
Spooky.
Bro,
stop cheating.
I'm telling you, spend the money on good genetics. You're going to put at least 4 to 6 months of work, time, energy, effort into this shit. You want the best product possible. Don't cheap out on genetics.
You heard?
Shout out my boy Duncan at Better Ways in Brantford. You can go grab a whole bunch of crazy good genetics from him. I know because I gave them to him.
You heard?
You know, multiple different brands, multiple different strains. He will get you right. Better Ways, Brantford. Shout out Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
I know people are probably asking, like, Spark, you know, like, I'm with you, but how do I measure this shit, right? How do I measure pH? How do I measure? Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to talk about is EC. So once you measure your nutrients, you have what's called EC, which is electrical conductivity. I know it sounds like a big word and it's crazy. It literally just means the strength of your solution, right? How strong is your nutrient batch that you're mixing up? And to do that, you would use something like this. So right there, that's like a multi-purpose. This one's like a 7-in-1. Really, you only need a 3-in-1, in my opinion.
Wow.
It's a pen, calibration pen that will allow you dip this in the water, and it's going to tell you what the pH is. It's going to tell you what the EC is. And it'll also tell you like ppms, which is parts per million. That's like something that the EC uses as part of the equation, you know? And you could do your research, do your homework on that. Obviously, different nutrient brands have different levels, but this is going to help you keep you in the right range of where you need to be.
And that's to do what again?
This is clutch. This is to measure your pH and measure your EC. If you don't have one of these, you're going to be a fucking caveman in the dark just trying to mix shit and hope that it works. This is what you need to adjust. This is what you need to mix. Again, and these, you get a cheap motherfucker on Amazon for like $15. Believe me, I tried it. I did it. They're trash.
Dumb.
Spend the money on the good pen. This one, I think my girl got this for me for Christmas like a year or two ago. This is probably about $150. And
spend the bag to get you.
And you can keep calibrating it too, you know? So like every couple of months, I'll recalibrate this pen to make sure it's on point.
Fire.
But yeah, that's a crazy, crazy key tool that you need to make sure that this is on point.
Need that, y'all. Pay attention.
Yeah.
Teaching y'all how to grow. You heard? We're teaching y'all how to grow up here on the Pack Alert. It's episode 42, the 42nd episode. Yeah, y'all, the 42nd episode. Amazing.
Yes, sir.
Again, man, shout out to my guy, Spark Ken. You know what I mean? And we get y'all with the grow print. You heard? Fuck the blueprint. That's the grow print right there.
Trying to think of anything like other good advice I could give in terms of
what about lights?
Lights. So there's different types of lights. The two biggest, most common ones are going to be HPS, which is high pressure sodium. Those are more old school, in my opinion. You know, a lot of old school, or if you have a big facility with crazy high ceilings,
right?
You know, you'll see those all day. But if you're the home grower and you're looking for the best bang for your buck, home growing, I would check out LED lights. Personally, I use Mars Hydro, which is a cheaper brand, but so far they have not failed me. You know, knock on wood. I use their bar style. So instead of it being one light with one fixture that just shines like this, it's one bar, one bar, one bar, one bar, and it's spread across a 4x4 area, right? And I got a 4x8 tent, so I use 2 of those lights. And it literally covers the entire canopy, okay? The lights I use are 480 volt a pop, or 480 watts, sorry. And yeah, they're dimmable. So like if you're in veg, for example, you don't need to put it on full blast. A lot of people think like, oh, I gotta have the most light all the time. It's not true. Like when the plants are in veg, you don't need as much light. So I'll usually run those at like 50, 60% in veg. And then once I hit flower, I'll turn it up to like 80, 90%.
You heard that?
You know, and again, lights, bro. Don't cheap out on lights.
Drop the bag on your lights. Lights matter, man.
Genetics, lights, pen. Those are the, if you're going to spend good money, bro, spend it on those things.
Let them know again. What's that list again?
If you're going to spend good money with this growing shit, spend it on genetics, your seeds, your lights, which is, that's the how the plant processes photosynthesis. Without good light, you're not going to get good product. Simple as that. And a pen, and a good pen. Because if your pen sucks, you're not going to get the right readings.
One, salute, blessings, oxygen, peace, king.
You want to get some showers real quick? In the back? I'll come
Sure.
back.
Hey, yo, listen, man. Spark Head, man. He dying off of this fucking secondhand contact right now. He got to get up out of here. I'm about to hit y'all with some more lots and shit like that. Shout out to all my followers and subscribers for tuning in. I love y'all. You know the vibes. It's that Vin Baker. Shout out to Spaz, man. It's that Baker, man. The Vin Baker episode, man. Oh my God, man. Make sure y'all share the stream. Hashtag the Pack Alert. Subscribe to the Pack Alert. Make sure y'all follow the Pack Alert on Instagram. And make sure y'all follow BurnSuttin 420 on Instagram as well, man. How y'all doing out there, man? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. It's 2025. Let's live another 100 more years. Let's live another 100. Let's stay healthy, man. You know the vibes, man. My guy, one. Shout out to Spaz. That's my guy, Spaz from Mass, man. He stay masked up. Shout out to Spaz from Mass. My guy Spaz. Hey, shout out to Andrea, Peace Queen. Peace Queen. Shout out to you, Queen, for tuning in. It's the Pack Alert. 2-1. Stead. Salute, my guy. You know the vibes, man. We up here, man, teaching y'all how to grow, bro. You know what I mean? We back, baby. Teaching y'all how to grow, man. It's the Pack Alert. Yes, episode 42, the Vin Baker. And we talking hydroponics, and we talking growing, we talking seeds, we talking lights, we talking water, organic water, you know what I mean? And make sure y'all indulging in some great nutrition, man. Don't cheat yourself, don't cheat your lungs, don't cheat your peoples by giving out bad nutrition because you want to take the shortcuts and buy bad lights, bad soil, bad seeds.
Don't do it.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna waste your time and then you're not gonna be happy, bro.
If you want to grow the correct way, man.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
And
don't forget to defoliate.
Come on.
Defoliate, bro. I know some people probably don't even know what that word means, but these especially in hydroponics, your plants will grow so big, so quick that they might outgrow your space. In other words, like let's say you're growing inside of a tent, and the tent is like 6.5, 7 feet tall max, right? If you don't find a way to limit that plant's height, or at least start to spread the plant out, it's by the time you're not going to be having, you will not have enough room by the time you hit flower. So like,
wow.
Yeah. So what I like to do is usually once the plant has about 4 to 5, what they call nodes, they look like little armpits. So every branch you see, that's like a node.
Oh,
right. So every time it goes up on the stalk, 1, 2, 3,
Sparks on his Mr. Miyagi shit.
Every time you see different branches coming out, that's a node. Okay. You want to, once I see about 4 to 5 nodes and the plant is about that tall, about a foot tall, I do what's called topping. Now I know my growers will know this is elementary stuff, but for the people that don't, you're going to think it sounds crazy. You're going to want to literally take a pair of clean scissors or a razor blade, make sure they're clean. Hit it with a flame if you have to. Personally, I use alcohol wipes to clean the blades prior. But you want to cut that plant's main stem, the main stem, at a 45-degree angle. Okay, you could hypothetically cut it straight across the top. Probably won't have any issues. I've been always told and learned that 45 degrees diagonally is the best way. Now, what that's going to do
with the scissor,
or the blade, yep.
Shit.
And what that's going to do is instead of the plant going straight up, directly up, it's going to force it to create a Y. And now you're going to have two big main branches instead of the plant just growing up like this and giving you a Christmas tree. So once you split the plant like that and it starts growing two separate branches, then I like to start training the plant. So any lower, tiny little lower branches that aren't going to receive light, I'll cut those off too. You know, you'll know, like it'll be if you have a good thick stem that's going to produce good flowers, or if it's going to be a tiny little offshoot that you don't really need where the light's not going to hit it as much.
Oh, some shit like.
So I cut those little baby ones off on the bottom, and then from there I start to shape the plant basically. And the biggest, best way you could do that is if you're doing a single bucket like this. This is what I've done in the past. I'll literally drill screws into the top, boom, 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 and then I'll take like twine or some type of like a soft rope, and I'll tie the branches down to those screws so that instead of them being like this, it's more bent over like this.
Oh,
you know, all of that
train style.
Yeah, all of that is simple ways that you can train the plant so that by the time that you're ready to switch your light cycle and flip to flower, the plant is going to have a way better chance at developing a nice canopy. You're going to have light going to all the bud sites the way that it should. Because if you don't do that and you just let it grow like it would out in the fucking wherever, you're not going to have enough space. I know because I've done it. But
that's different. That's different, bro. That's different. That's different, bro. But yo, listen, man, make sure y'all hashtag the pack alert, subscribe to the pack alert, and share the stream, kings and queens. You know the vibes, man. It's the 42nd episode. That Vin Baker, you know the vibes. Make sure y'all subscribe and everything, man. And you know the vibes, man. I hope y'all put y'all tickets in, man. Put your lots in the comments. All that good shit, man. And I'm gonna hit y'all with some more lots in the sock, man. Fresh out the lot segment, because you know the lot segment is all through the show. And I'm up here with my special guest, man, Spark Ent.
Yes, sir.
Salute to my guy, Spark Ent, man.
Appreciate
we up here
you having me, bro.
You know the vibes, man. We up here teaching y'all how to grow. You know what I mean? Talking that hydroponic shit like that. And everything, man. You need a lighter, bro? I'm texting to you, bro. And anything healthy though, man. It's the pack alert, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Please subscribe to the pack alert, y'all.
Give my man a subscription, bro.
Yeah, man, subscribe, y'all. And by the way, I'm at like 190 or 185 on the subscribers. But as soon as I hit my 200 subscriber, I'm gonna throw y'all a pack. You heard? A fresh free pack. I'm doing a giveaway. I'm gonna give y'all a pack alert pack. You know what I mean? Because I'm about to start growing and shit like that. That's why we got Spark Ken up here so we can all learn how to grow. Let's grow together.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
If anybody got the space for it, I got an entire 8x8 setup. Okay, 4 lights, an 8x8, a hydro system for 6 plants. You still have room in that tent to put more plants if you wanted. But yeah, I got the whole thing for sale. Literally turned on the lights 3 times. I had it as a display showcase in a shop I had in Guilford at one point, but never got around to doing anything with it. So if you're somebody that wants a whole entire brand new setup for the low, and you don't want to be paying top price for it, hit me up.
That's a blessing. You see, and you heard it here first on the pack alert, man. If you need you a grow tent, a grow kit,
everything. It's got the tent, the lights, the hydro system, and the ventilation system with the carbon filter so that you take all the smells out of your space and pump them outside. 007, baby.
Damn.
Yeah.
They don't get no better than that, man. That's a crazy alley-oop. That's an NBA Hall of Famer assist right there.
Yeah, it's like $3,000 worth of shit. You hit me up. We'll talk about it. I'll let it go for way less than that.
And it's the pack alert, man. That's Spark Ken. You know what I mean? And before we get about the pack alert arena, before we get about the layup line and shit like that, we're gonna hit y'all with some more lots and shit like that from the league. But again, we talking packs right now. I know Ohio State in the finals, Penn State in the finals. They packed up Boise State. So this Ashton Genty hitting. I had Genty getting the dub, but they got packed up and shit like that, man. Yo, man, how you feel about the new weed world in general as far as like haze in particular? Let's talk haze before we get about the pack alert real fast. Do you feel like the haze strain is still
So
does it exist or is it piff?
Oh no, haze still exists. A big thing that I would say is that because like weed has come such a long and far way in the last 20 years or so, we've moved so far away from what they call land race strains. And land race literally just means that at one point in time, whether it was 50 to 100 or plus years ago, you go to a certain country, go to a certain continent, and they would have their own version of cannabis, right? Like Dirt and Poison originates from Africa. Acapulco Gold, originated in Mexico. Like those are land race strains. And so before we had all these different types of crazy crosses, that's what the original was. And so in the last 20 years, basically shit has become so hybridized that you get a lot of the stuff that looks the same, smells the same, etc. So, do pay attention to that. Like personally,
right?
I don't try to grow a lot of the stuff that you, I guess, would say on the street, like the gelatos and such like that. I am a fan of like the super lemon hazes and a lot of those old school strains, because I feel like we're starting to lose certain, terps, starting to lose certain profiles just because everything is getting so interbreeded. So definitely do your research and homework on the strains too, and find out what works for you.
Right. And as far as haze, to me, there's some haze around, but you got to travel to get you some real haze.
Yeah, New York still got some crazy haze.
Well, yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I think it's PiffCon, I believe. If you're trying to get you some haze, hit up PiffCon. You heard? And again, man, shout out to all the sports betting apps out there, man. Shout out to FanDuel, Fanatics, Prize Picks, DraftKings, BetMGM. Shout out to the Pack Alert Sportsbook podcast as well. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the world. And again, man, I want to hit you with my locks real quick before we get about the Pack Alert Arena. Yo, Spark, hit them with your locks real quick before we get out of here, man.
I think the one lock I had that I really like, I'm going to take after I get out of here is Washington spread against the Cowboys. Cowboys been pretty butt this year. I think they're at home, but who gives a fuck? Washington been rolling. Spread's 5 points, bro. I think they got that.
Yeah, I like that. Yo, Browns, Ravens. I took the Ravens money line. Derrick Henry 70+ rushing. Henry for an anytime touchdown. Mark Andrews for an anytime touchdown. Jerry Jeudy for 50+ receiving yards. Lamar Jackson for 225 passing yards. In the Bengals Steelers game, I took the Jamar Chase for anytime touchdown, y'all. I took Joe Burrow for 250+ passing yards, y'all. I took Burrow for 2+ passing touchdowns as well, y'all. And T. Higgins for 40+ receiving yards, y'all. Spooky.
I'm gonna say he's smoking all wet ass pussy right now.
Damn, that's her. That's she? That gotta be she. Nutrition.
Yo.
Shout out to Spaz. He's smoking on some. Yo. Damn, done.
Salute.
That gotta be some fire.
Yeah.
And those is my locks of the day, man. You heard Spark Ken with his locks of the day, man.
Yes, sir.
It's episode 42, man. That Vin Baker.
Shout out to Soulfire. I want to give a shout out to Soulfire Seeds real quick. They got some. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna pay a little bit more than everybody else selling seeds, but bro, they got some crazy shit.
Who that again? Who?
Soulfire Seeds. I did the Bahama Mama from them. What's that?
Soulfire Seeds, y'all.
Man. They did another one.
Look that up. Soulfire Seeds. You trying to grow some fire?
Humboldt Seed Co. is another great one. Some people hate on them because they're a little bit bigger than the rest of the guys out there, but they literally have multiple facilities where like they're spending time and money to make sure that what the seed that you're buying is the same shit, the same product, the same profile.
Right.
The raspberry parfait I grew from them was out of this world, bro. Out of this world. I'm telling you. They got a crazy selection too. Lots of blueberry strains, lots of different fruit strains.
Damn, raspberry parfait sound like that shit too. I'm not gonna lie to you. We talking flower right now, y'all. We talking flower, man. We up here with Spark Kent talking flower. We talking how to grow.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Let's grow together. Let's support each other as well. It's 2025. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year's, man. And Spark Kent's definitely one of the CT legends, one of the CT goats with this hip hop shit as well, business as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. Hit me up for consultations too, man. I'm available for hire. You need someone to set up your grow tent. You need somebody to just teach you in person because you can't process enough of what I'm saying right now, like, let me know. I'm around.
See what I'm saying, y'all?
Yeah, and go check out my music too. God damn it, Spark Kent, Trichome Therapy,
man. Trichome Therapy, man.
Yes, sir.
That's a fire album. I'm on that album as well. So
yes, sir.
Spark Kent, man.
Putting on for the burbs for real.
Hip hop shit, man. Talk your shit, man. We about to get up out of here, bro. Before we get up out of here, bro, who you can I get your top 5 all time hip hop MCs? Who your top 5? Tough one. I know that's a tough one.
Damn, that's a tough one.
I know that's a tough one.
Oh man. Yeah.
It's a tough one, bro.
Shit. I'll name some of my favorites. It'd be hard for me to put them in an order, or even a list. But damn, I would say, I'd say Guru from Gangstar.
Tough.
Yep. Big L has always been a favorite for me. Been listening to a lot of Big Pun lately.
TS.
You know, obviously I grew up on old school Eminem, Slim Shady era, like not that new shit.
Not that new Slim, nah.
But the old M when he was still, you know, popping shit, doing shrooms and
sick.
Yeah. Damn, man. So I listen to so much old school shit, you know, new school shit, like people I've been fucking with. My favorite dude out the West right now, I don't give a fuck.
Who that?
G Perico, bro.
G Perico?
G Perico's fire. You want a female MC I've been fucking with lately? Doechii is fire. Starock is fire. And, yo, special shout outs because he's a little different, a little bit more poetic and shit. Slug from the group Atmosphere was a big influence for me.
Never heard
of it. I'm gonna leave y'all with that, but that's a good list right there.
That's a tough list right there. Facts. It's a tough list right there, man. Yeah. And listen, man, we about to get up out the Pack Alert Arena, man. Make sure y'all stay blessed. Make sure y'all washing your hands before y'all cook. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all pack grab up. Throw that shit out your car right now if you smoking right now. And if you happen to sprinkle a little grabby in your spliff, make sure you packing your spliff with hella nutrition. You heard?
Yes,
don't be smoking all grabby. Y'all bugging the fuck out, man. You packing yourself up, man. Treat your lungs.
And don't be going to the dispos either, because these motherfuckers be remediating mold with all sorts of lasers and bullshit. People don't even know, bro.
Talk, man. They feel like that dispensary shit is all good, bro.
Connecticut fucking literally lobbied so that they could have higher amounts of mold in their bud that they sell, so they can keep it on the shelf longer. That's not a conspiracy theorist. Nothing. That's real life fact.
That's insane. I don't even know.
Real life facts. Yes, bro. They don't give a fuck. They just want to make money. We're in between New York and Boston, so they think there's no other option. They buy fucking machines from Russia that literally microwave your bud to get rid of the
what?
Yeah, look, do your homework, people. Do your homework. I don't want to be the, don't shoot the messenger here, but that's some real life shit. I'm not just saying that to support the streets. Connecticut be on some bullshit. They don't like giving out licenses for nothing. I tried. I know. All right. So support the little people. That's all I got to say.
Especially we ain't that. They microwaving it. You heard it up here on the Pack Alert first. I didn't even know that.
Yo.
Don't fuck with that dispensary.
Look it up. Mold remediation. That's a real fucking thing. Connecticut already had 5 times the national average, and then they lobbied so that they could have 10 times the national average. It's some bullshit.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, I'm speaking the word, speaking the truth.
And they trying to fuck our lungs up, y'all. That ain't healthy at all.
All for some money, bro.
Stay out them dispensaries, y'all. Stop feeding them, man. And again, man, make sure y'all stay blessed. Make sure y'all share the stream. Hashtag the Pack Alert. Put your cousins on, your sisters, your brothers, your uncles, your aunts, your nieces, your nephews, you know what I mean? Your whole family, man. Put them on, man.
If you need seeds or growing supplies, once again, go hit up my man Duncan at Better Ways in Brantford. He will get you right.
Better Ways.
That's a good friend of mine right there. I trust this man.
Shout out to Tim Duncan in Brantford, man. Better Ways, man. Go tap in, get you some seeds,
yes,
man.
Sir, Duncan.
Shout out to Duncan, man. Amazing, man. And shout out to y'all for tuning in, man. And shout out to all my subscribers, man. Make sure y'all stay blessed. And make sure y'all rolling up some nutrition. Make sure y'all share the stream. And please, y'all, subscribe to the Pack Alert, man. It's the 42nd episode that Vin Baker.
Yo,
we up out of here, man.
Peace.
Blessings.
Peace, love, blessings.
Oxygen. Yo, we love y'all, man. We just fucking with y'all real quick. Before we get up out of here, man, we gonna play some fire. You know what I mean? By Spark Kent, How to Grow.
Appreciate that, bro.
You know what I mean?
Much love, much love. Go check this out. If you didn't catch what I said in the podcast, you can listen to this song and pick up some shit. I literally wrote a song teaching people how to grow.
And that's a fact, man. Hold up. Hold up, Spurt. What album we on with the How to Grow joint?
Track on Therapy. Yeah.
Let's go, y'all. Right away.
Rappers walk around with holographic Cali packs. Really, you just smoking on some outdoor. Let me teach you how to grow, baby. Step into the feast, smoking lemon time cheese. If you want to grow fire, better memorize these. 48 bars of pure pressurized steam, energized by smoke fire, feminized seeds. Please recognize what you grow inside. Live a used bag soil, that's an over the fly. Still surprised though, I love hydro. Organic, eat the wild bottle nutrients, dripping harder than the wino. But what do I know? Rookie grower rocking it. Keep her up the nutrient, potassium, phosphorus. That's knocking this. First crop, your grandpops, rock hard, play your Oculus. Papa chicks keep it bubbling full. Discover DWC if you bubble too smooth. Crazy to your mothers, the colors and chords. Pretty soon you'll look colors looking covered in cold. To my gardens. Just grow my garden. Grow to my garden. To my garden. I teach you how to grow. To my garden. To my garden. I teach you how to grow. To my garden. To my garden. I teach you how to grow. First two stepping with the message from your hostess.